Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel's Young and Hungry again. So today I'm gonna create Alicent Hightower look from House of the Dragon. I know I'm a fan of fantasy and I'm also a fan of House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones and Night of the Seven Kingdom. Oh my gosh, I love all the characters. But I wish George R. Martin really his wins book faster. Well, but I cannot say anything, right? So let's have a little bit of fun today while we're waiting for HBO to release House of the Dragon Season 3. So first I create some contour and concealer. As you can see here, I don't want to use strong foundation. I think Alicent Hightower had a very pale look overall. However, I love her look and I think, it's feel related sometimes as Asian kid when yes, and I think like she listened to her parents, like she listened to her dad so much and she did something that even betray her best friend. So yeah, we can watch the recap later, but let's move on with my brows. So for the brows, when I take a look at the picture, I think Allison also just have a very natural brows, good looking, and I just want to redo like whatever brows that I have right now. I just want to make it quick, but yeah, I can just use the same technique as you can see here. And then next step, I would like to use eyeshadow. Shadows with me. I'm using ELF palette as usual and I want to create a very innocent look just like Hightower's having. Like she always look as a lovable mom that she love her kids so much and she always want to protect her family and she want the best. It's interesting because she's very different from Rhaenyra who think her mission is to conquer the world. For her, she just want to make everybody happy and make sure that everything is right. But then later when she become a mom, she protect her family and she listen to what is you know what's best for her kids. And you can see my eyeshadow technique here. So basically this time I draw my eyeshadows with starting from the bottom with a very strong color, then I work slowly on the top until my eyes lid, so I would just have a very gradient look for this. So by this way I hope to make my eyes look my makeup. Kind of watch HBO recap again about House of the Dragon. So basically, before Game of Thrones, very very long time ago during Viserys times, there was Viserys wasn't had any the heir to the throne that like men and you can see the whole time they very want to have a man to be in the throne and the position of the woman is mostly delivering the babies. And I think so after that Rhaenyra was supposed to be the one who sit in the throne because she's the only heir and the only daughter of Viserys. However, because all of the dramas and all of the things happening around, like Viserys chose to marry Hightower Alicent. So Alicent was her best friend, was Rhaenyra's best friend. They grow up together. Allison listened to her dad, and Allison didn't know how, like, she just want to, she's a good girl, listen to her dad, and Otto Hightower want his daughter to be, to have something in as a Hightower. And so like they got married, the Viserys and Allison got married and had two kids. Aegon and Daemon, I think, and when they grow up, I think both actors are so handsome. Oh my gosh. Anyway, all the handsome characters, all everybody looking so good here. I'm trying to do Alison Quinn makeup today, but I think I don't know. I think I need to have pale skin. But I don't know. I try my best. So yeah, like I think she did very good job. In terms of like acting also like the girl who playing Alicent like from she's when she growing up. I also like both that Renera and Alicent when they were young. Like I think they are very good in acting. So after that, when Allison actually um, growing and having kids, and Aegon actually listened to Otto Hightower and listened to her mom because what happens when Viserys about to die when he drinking the poppy pill which make more dreaming and hallucination and Viserys thinking that like yeah like the one who will he had the Aegon dream, Aegon the Conqueror who will have the whole civilization to kill the darkness and everything. So Viserys were mumbling like Aegon or something like that. And so Alicent believed that the throne supposed to belong to her son, Aegon. Ridiculously, George R. R. Martin just name everybody like Aegon first, Aegon second, Aegon third, or something like that, or like everything is just so together. Like trust me, when I first read the book, that's why partially it's so hard for me to understand because when I first reading the book, I has House of the Dragon here. When I first reading the book, it was so hard for me to understand like so the house so House the Dragon um not too much sexual things like Game of Thrones, not very complicated character but more about family fighting and how the dragons had to go fighting against each other because now when Rhaenyra moving out, after like her dad died, I think she was living in the I forgot like basically where the old home like Targaryen long time ago moving in the Dragonstone I think so she was living there instead of like King's Landing so yeah so like it was so she went back and she wanted to claim the throne but Aegon the first already become a king because Alicent believing whatever Viserys mumbling to her about Aegon the Conqueror like like serving the ram, right? And so that's causing the whole drama. I'm watching season two. Actually, I don't remember. I don't remember much about season two. I think season two is more about like yes, Rhaenyra like Stark borning, having baby, marry Damon, which is her uncle. Like I know the complication of the relationships is like right there. But so they got married, they got kissed, and so she also has some bastard that like having like Targaryen blood in it and trying to make a whole military with the dragons. So I think that's what I remember in season two that like you will see more dragons. And so I think HBO, the reason why I also want to watch this series because of the dragons, and I know it's going with CGI. But when I watched Game of Thrones, how they did very well with the dragons, I actually had my emotions when the dragon was dying or when Drongo like flying pick up like Daenerys, like oh my gosh, like I was like having my emotion right there. So I think whatever even dragon with CGI, I definitely have feelings with it. Like, you know. Anyway, I am excited for season three coming out. I hope I maybe do some review for fun. But I hope you guys also watching with me. I love fantasy. Yeah, and so let me know any comments below and Thank you for watching.